Good morning, friends. Again. It's funny to say that. It's not really a good morning in that sense. The moisture has now dried up off of our windows, but still, it's early. You can see the dew from overnight. And less than half an hour ago, 20 minutes maybe, we were able to come out of the bomb shelter only to receive additional warnings and sirens. Warnings of sirens from incoming missiles. Moving to a place I can hear. I gotta listen carefully. I was pleased that, my bomb shelter is my son and daughter-in-law's room. And I was pleased that we were able to leave them and they were able to get back to sleep. But the first siren, the first alert of an incoming attack woke me up a while ago. So it's going to be another one of those long, exhausting days. Now as the clouds and what have you burn off, the sun was coming up over there. Now it's fully in the sky, a little blinding, and now there's another notification of air raid siren that's imminent. I'm not sure where, so we'll stick it out and see. Now the sky's a little bit more clear, quite clear above us. Just over there, looking south now, is where the last round of missiles, incoming missiles, was visible. There was a direct hit in Beersheba as of reports from maybe 10 minutes ago. 3 people were killed. Another number injured, and I don't know how many still missing. Direct hit on a building. This is far from ceasefire, which, if we're reading correctly, is scheduled to go into effect at 7 a.m., which is in a little while from now. About 25 minutes is from as I'm recording this. But by the time I upload and what have you, it'll be, and if I'm in the bomb shelter in the next little bit, it'll be a lot closer to the actual time. I was going to say interesting. What's typical is that when we have ceasefires here in the region, usually with Arabs, remember the Iranians are not Arabs, they're Persians. When we have ceasefires, typically they pull out all stops and launch just about everything they can up until the actual minute of and even into the ceasefire, and then try to get some more casualties, some more hits, and goad us into breaking the ceasefire on our end, if in fact there is one, and I'm unclear about that. Whether it's just a bunch of talk. Oh, there's one. Okay, incoming missiles. Gotta keep my eyes open in all directions now. That's north of Jerusalem. Will not be unlikely if we see more coming in. If you'll notice the squiggly line, somehow that's part of the design of their missiles, the trajectory that makes it harder to shoot these things down. Because remember, I heard a boom. Remember that they are all cluster bombs also. So once they come down from the atmosphere, they've got a few different warheads, several warheads, which makes it that much harder to shoot down. I'm looking in all directions. We haven't had any indication. Here we go. Any indication of more sirens, which is unusual to see that one. As I'm looking north with the camera, I'm also looking south to see, because a lot of the missiles have been going south to hit targets like where they hit today and killed at least 3 people. It's early in the morning, not a lot of people are out, but some people are out going to work. Not a lot of people are working out of their homes at least. And parents with young children are stuck in now as the kids are waking up and needing, oh, what's that? Oh no, that's a spot on my phone. Parents are waking up, kids are waking up. Kids are needy, parents have to feed them. In a better scenario, they would be getting, boom, wow. Looking for the trail of smoke. There's another rumble. It's why our campaign, oh here, Beit Dagan. I'm seeing where the alerts are coming in. I won't be surprised again if I get an alert. Siren, that is. It's one of the reasons with all of the sirens coming in and people spending days in the bomb shelter and what's supposed to be the last week of school for elementary and preschool kids. Yeah, now we're getting a lot more air raid sirens toward the center. It won't be unusual to see missiles up in this direction, but I'm also looking in the south. It's one of the reasons that our campaign to support, boom, boom. We don't see where those are, but, oh, sorry, there they are. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can see what's up there. Trail of 2 missiles that have come in. We need to keep providing. It's one of the really most impactful things that we've been able to do here since the war began October 7th. We've done a lot, but this is not our first rodeo. This is not the first round that we've been supporting kids, vulnerable kids who have been displaced. The first month or so of the war, we supported dozens of people from a whole community that had been evacuated and paid for their hotel and meals, and through my good friend Jeffrey Mark opening his interior design showroom when they had no business, opening it to become basically a clubhouse, a place of gathering. And every day, here come more sirens, also in the center of the country. We've done really remarkable things with the kids. The trauma, we know that the trauma will last. These are unfortunate experiences that will not end just when the incidents end. So I really want to ask and encourage you to share this and share the link that's in the comments here and donate even $1, $2, toys, games, activities. It was terrible yesterday being in the hotel and literally seeing women crying because they needed baby formula and diapers for their kids. Looking south now. quiet blue skies. Right? These skies are stunningly clear. You can barely still see the remnants of the trail of smoke there to the north from the last two missiles that came in. If you weren't looking carefully, you could just think that they're blended as part of clouds, the very few clouds that we see dissipating into the sky. Talk about the environmental damage that these guys do. I don't imagine any environmentalists like Greta Thunberg and others are too upset about the carbon footprint of every Iranian missile, much less the destruction, death, injury. Right? Where's Greta? Greta, come back. Greta, come back. Look at what they're doing. All of this could end if they just stop it. Not just the Iranians, but the Iranian-funded terrorists in Gaza, Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, who've been quiet, but who are not out by any stretch. Threatened to shut down the Red Sea as the Iranians have threatened to shut down the Strait of Hormuz. I feel like I ought to stop, but I feel if I do stop, then I'll miss something out here. I'll give it maybe another minute. We're hearing booms. We're facing to the north. There have been more missiles in central of Israel. 3 killed in a direct hit in Beersheba today. Don't know how many injured yet. Many missing. Hopefully they had time. More people had time to get to their bomb shelters because the bomb shelters have been documented to be saving lives. I think that we'll wind down. Important, not one of the most dramatic videos that we've done. Everyone stay safe. Hopefully won't be back here.